Hello and welcome to No Game Given. You'll get two intros today because I forgot to record day 19.
Jack, you're up early. Last guy couldn't make it past round 7.
Oh,
They're still wiping him off the ground, so take a second to get ready in the training area, then head to the stage.
all right.
So I forgot to record day 19, so you'll get two intros today, one for this recording and one for recordings 20 through 22.
What's up, perverts? You all ready for a night of gore, sex, and violence? Well, you better be, because this is Blood King! I'm your maestro of the night, Tina Tally, leading all you good little boys and girls to a New Year's Eve you'll never forget. Joining me in the announcer booth is your favorite former champ, the Mad Dog of Murder, Matt the Mauler Dixon!
No. I'm not a real dog. I'm not a real dog. But I am happy to be here, Tina. I just love watching people die. And paychecks.
That's right, Matt. And Blood King's the most popular killing show this side of the Mississippi.
Kill your foes and watch that sweet dinero pile up.
Then slice up their bodies and toss them to one of our sponsors. Give them enough of that sweet blood, and they'll even throw you a little kickback.
Let me tell you from experience. Trying to get through this with no kickbacks is like jerking off with no lube. You'll probably die.
Yeah. Let's take a look at our next contestant. Put your hands together for Jack! According to this, Jack here's a little lost in life, spinning his wheels at a dead end, looking to catch a break.
In the industry, we call those losers.
But anyone could be a winner if you're getting $10 million from Blood King.
So true, Ted. I remember spending my first 10 million. It was one beautiful night in Vegas. And then a couple of months of cover-ups, extortion fees, and alimony.
Now, from a pro, how far do you think Jack will get?
Well, he's got weak arms, weak legs, looks kind of frail, and not really exuding confidence. I'd say get your goggles on, folks, if you don't want to get some Jack in your eyes.
Aw, you get out there and prove them wrong, Jack.
You really just gotta prove these goons wrong. They're the ones looking to rip you apart.
Looks like we're ready to kick things off. Time for the freaks at home's favorite part, the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Blood King!
first round.
Rock hard, Jim. Get hard, stay hard.
Lost my bet, all right.
All right, rooting for you now, Jack.
Profit's Health, your preferred for profit health center.
Triple ply mattresses for 3 times the pressure.
Betty's Big Ballistics! Go ahead and blow your load! Ammo! This is some bitchin' killing!
Round 4. I remember I always lose a finger or two here. If you catch a grenade, you're gonna want to throw it quick.
Remember, we're not liable for any players, goons, or audience members' injuries.
Ah, wow. Now for the earlier one. Ooh, invincible. Never mind.
Round 4. I remember I always lose a finger or two here. If you catch a grenade, you're gonna want to throw it quick.
Remember, we're not liable for any players, goons, or audience members' injuries.
Jack's gonna want to keep racking up those kills if he's gonna win Blood King.
Yeah, if I weren't invincible, I'd have been dead already.
Nice kill! Bitchin' killing!
Yeah, I'd be dead.
into a state I like to call Nirvana. A state of transcendence fueled by bloodshed.
I reach that every morning when the interns fuck up my coffee order. Mildly frost. Should be pretty obvious what that means, Billy.
Okay, where is...
An awesome performance!
This is some bitching killing.
Now
Seventh
that's
round
some
means our
sexy
first
kill.
special challengers arrived. Frankie!
It doesn't seem like all of him's here just yet.
Frankie's been spending all his earnings on increasingly intense cosmetic surgery. He was supposed to get a new head yesterday, but looks like the package got delayed.
Seems like he was still able to get that BBL. And trust me, it's looking real good.
Crazy style mode! Betty's Big Ballistics! Go ahead and blow your load! Nice catch! Great news! Frank's head's here! Let's slap it on!
It's almost like Jackson facing a new opponent. His strategy should head in a new direction, or else he might get topped.
That last one doesn't mean what you think it means. That goon is a goner.
Yeah, they are just going insane with the grenades.
Jack's beaten his first special challenger.
This kid's gonna go far. I see a lot of myself.
A reminder to the crowd, special challenges will appear every 7 rounds. And on the final 31st round.
tell, but for a second it sounded like they were saying living room. And if they were, I feel like that's a reference to...
Zap my ass with a tape.
Oh yeah? What was heaven like?
I went to hell. I got sent to hell, Tina.
Oh yeah? What was hell like?
Not bad. Let's just say I'm not changing my ways anytime soon.
If they were saying living room for a second, that's a reference to the Goes Wrong show, which is a series spun off of the play That Goes Wrong. It's a British show. It's a comedy show about a bunch of playwrights that put on a bunch of plays that just do not go the way that they're intended. It's a comedy show, and each one is pretty funny. The productions that they have on Broadway or on other places are The Play That Goes Wrong, Christmas Carol Goes Wrong, Peter Pan Goes Wrong, Magic Goes Wrong, and I think that's it for now. This is just getting way too...
This is a bloodbath, and I'm ready for it.
That called that guy real bad in the mouth. He's gonna need Dento's extra strength teeth hygiene chewing gum to get out those bloodstains.
Die, Tina. He's not gonna need to clean his teeth.
Well, good thing Dento's extra strength teeth hygiene chewing gum is the only gum proven to fight back against necrosis.
What are you talking about? Are they sponsoring you?
Dento's, now in 3 extreme flavors. Nice kill!
But the living room thing, which I'm not sure if they were saying that or not. During one play, they had rotating sets, but the people weren't doing them in time, so the person was like, it all happened when I was at the living room. 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 And then the set like appears. It's not a sitcom, they are actual plays that are being put on, even in the show. Of course, in the show, there's like special effect here or there, like if there's a particularly heavy stunt, it's pre-recorded, but in the style of it still being just the play. And oh, clearing room. Okay.
And here comes our next special challenger, Blood Meridian. A leading scientist in aquatic life who funds all her studies through her blood kink winnings. She says killing Jack here will help fund several big research projects.
Oh, I'd like to do a little research into her big projects.
Good thing her work is largely open source.
Oh, I'd like to open her sources.
Yeah, she keeps up pretty thorough annotations and bibliography.
I wanna annotate her bibliography.
Oh, that's sweet of you. I'm sure she'd appreciate the research assistant.
Never mind.
this?
But Jack's gonna want to close the distance.
Where is she?
This is some bitchin' killing.
I feel like this is enough for day one. Okay, bye. Well, maybe I'll record some more for day one. Ammo.
Nice kill!
Okay, now where is she? She's hidden again. There she is. There she goes. Destroyed.
Kid's done it again. I misjudged
Okay,
him.
now that's done for day one. Hello and welcome to No Game Given. I'm sorry for not uploading a video this weekend. It's been a busy weekend, holidays and all, and I just needed a bit of rest before doing 3 separate Christmas parties with 3 separate groups of people. I'm gonna be peopled out by the end of this week. Also, because of that, I'm unsure if I'll be able to upload a video on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. If not, I'll catch up on the day after Christmas. And today we are playing Into the Depths. This is day 20 of Madvent. This would have been, I think, Friday or Saturday. What day is it today? It would have been Friday. I'm Saturday, sorry. Sealed off laboratory lies behind lots of fences and deep underground. I thought this was going to be the trench one, which is why I started reading super fast. I don't know if that one has another game this year or not. It is said they were research cutting edge medicine, although nobody knows why the project was abandoned. You are dying with an incurable disease, hoping for a miracle. Find each red lit door and descend all 8 levels. Keep breaking line of sight if they find you, and use your ears. Some things can't be seen. F for flashlight, left shift to sprint, right click to spray paint. I might not go through all 8 levels. Oh, jeez. People's mouse sensitivity stuff sucks. Is that leave, or is that... Okay. I don't know if this one will be decent material since it's so dark and so the flashlight battery runs out. What the hell is that? Am I dead? That was odd. This doesn't really seem like a facility you'd make drugs in. Feels more like a sewer. There's a TV all the way over there, and I'm wondering if there's... Oh, what? end the game if I somehow get to level 8 or if I die. Because this one doesn't seem like decent YouTube material with how dark it is, which I've already said that, but... Is this a door I can leave through? Nope. Made it down to level 2. Restore paint. One of the things I got at the first Christmas party, someone gifted me, and they didn't have to do this. They got me the first volume of Absolute Batman, covering the origin and the title, The Zoo. Damn, this was quick. This one's even quicker. So, I wonder if these are randomized. The Absolute Universe. So for DC, the main universe is centered around Batman. Some writer made it a deal to where, like, Dr. Manhattan tries to change when Superman lands on Earth, and every time they moved the landing, other superheroes also shifted, which to Dr. Manhattan they shouldn't have, because he was only affecting Superman, but so like if he lands in the So if he landed in like the 70s, Batman would show up later. Okay. And while that happened, another writer was like, that's kind of weird, but also I can make use of that. If the main universe surrounds Superman, then maybe Darkseid finds out about it and decides I should be the center point of the universe. So he goes and fights the Spectre, does some big ol' like world editing thing, and then makes a splinter universe where he is the center point of everything. That's what the Absolute Universe is. DC's description of it is like a place where desolation and ruin are abound and hope has to burn brighter to survive. Because hope isn't one of the basic building blocks of this universe. And like the natural state of the world is destruction, and that kind of reminded me of a Mel Blanc scream. The main state of the universe is, of that universe is despair, destruction, and like those in power being corrupt and like fucked up. And it also shifted a bunch of superheroes and stuff like that. For example, Batman, Bruce Wayne, isn't a billionaire in the Absolute Universe. He's a working class man who was a construction worker who ended up oh wow. Mnemonicism. This one is police brutality and homophobia, so this might not be a comfortable one to watch if you experience that in your day-to-day. But I was saying with Batman, he is a construction worker, built a bunch of like places in Gotham so he can sneak in and out of buildings, and Alfred is an ex-CIA agent, not a butler, who learns about Batman and decides, you know what, you need resources, so I'm gonna help you. Also, he is friends with the people who, in the main universe, become the Riddler, Killer Croc, the Penguin, Two-Face, and, I can't think of if there's anyone else. But, yeah, I haven't read a lot. This was one that I haven't started. Absolute Martian Manhunter, that one is amazing, and if you want to get into the Absolute Universe, definitely check out Martian Manhunter. Absolute Wonder Woman, Themyscira was raided. Amazonians got like genocided, and Diana was snuck into Hell, Hel, and she grew up there. and is just now finding out about like the Themyscirs, the Amazonians, and her lineage. Okie dokie. Now time for an uncomfortable game. Arrows enter. Thank you for coming in for questioning. Shouldn't I have a lawyer present? No, lawyers clog up the process, and the situation is still evolving. I would like a lawyer to be president. Why are you in such a hurry to get a lawyer? It is in my best interest to have a lawyer present. There's no reason to get defensive immediately. We can help each other out. I understand, but I still would like a lawyer present. Name and address. I won't answer without a lawyer present. Sorry, I'm reading this in my mind because I don't like reading on out loud. Dumb enough to think a machine can think. Just because it talks doesn't mean it's got sentience. But you, now what's the plan? Compare them to slaves? How just like them they aren't considered really human until your savior ass shows up to liberate them? This wouldn't be half as offensive if it wasn't trite, passe, and overdone, grown from a stupid amalgamation of stories you've read and esoteric bullshit you've dug up. Not to mention ego, a big fat cock-sucking ego. You really want to feel special, don't you? Playing dolls with computer chips and plastics. How you're actually a good moral person. The least you can do is spare me the cliche. They're junk. The only value they have is sentimental. A car that breaks and you need to replace it. I usually shed a tear for a car that worked. Not start being weird about car rights. So unlike you, I'll spare you the trouble, and I'll keep it simple to the point. You're no Abe Lincoln. You're just a sad sack of flesh. Blah blah blah. Vegans are more tolerable. At least animals are sentient. Quick rewrite in their existence changes as we will it. Much power I can compel my reality onto yours. Sigh. I'm glad the camera is off for this. You know what this is? Damn. Checks out. So blew up a place, or there's no evidence that you blew up a place. I don't know if you did or not. All those, not to mention the entire local data node, all those gone in one attack, quite the severe crime. Many will receive death sentences. Few will get them to be recorded when the node gets back up. Keep cooperating and you should be free to leave after a few questions. So what do you know about the underground? Nothing more than what anyone knows. They publish signs about unity and surveillance. That's it. What do you think of their cosmopolitan beliefs? It's all politics and philosophy. I can't care. Why not? Nothing ever happens. Vintage meme, but seriously? None of it matters. I just want to live on and not starve. Kid, you're more fucked than I thought. Anyhow. Any other comments we'd like to hear from a clanker like yourself? Nothing extra. Take me through your day so far. How did you end up at the scene? I was getting beer and noodles at a nearby stand. Get about partaking some noodles and beer. Unfortunately not. Boys, can you believe I am talking to this thing? Goddamn humiliation ritual this badge. I'm done here. Take Riley into the examination room and plug in. Damn it. We don't need a lawsuit for property damage. Oh, blah. No quitting button. Fly mode. Ha! A little reference to Cronenberg's The Fly. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Explore the NP post office from a fresh news perspective. These started, I think, during year 2. Though I can't remember what year 3's wraparound was. There was an interesting looking game where you were supposed to open up a gachapon and for some reason eat toys. But whoever was making that one couldn't make it in time and had like some problems. So instead, they ended up doing a walk around of the mountain. That was the wraparound. This wraparound isn't really all that fun to control. The camera kind of like snaps. was wondering if there was anything out of there. Like you can reach that place in the cutscene. This is really not a pleasant fly mode. There's a teddy bear. Excuse me, I'm sorry if I jump scared someone. Those barrels remind me of the barrels from Half-Life. Yeah, I don't like how... Because all I have are the arrow keys. I'm not, like, controlling this with mouse or anything, so when it snaps, it definitely snaps. And now I'm underground. I much prefer the train stations. Stuck looking up. No, I'm not. It was just taking forever to look down. And that's it for today. Remember to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you want. And have a happy holiday if you celebrate anything. And if not, just spend time with your family. Or your friends if they're more your family than your actual family. I know how things are lately for a lot of people and how hard it can be. Be safe and care for one another. See y'all. Like and subscribe.